Hey, Gab, it's Matt here again. Sorry again about the delay. It was completely unavoidable. But I believe, on a good note, that I have the answers that you were looking for. And I want you to turn to the screen. I believe one of the things you were looking for, the last thing you needed was the diameter of the knee. So on the inner side, so that you can add inches on the outer side for the thickness, the actual thickness of the knee. And what I wound up doing is I wound up borrowing my buddy's micrometer. This is probably a little bit more hardcore than what you were looking for, but I wanted it to make it as exact or about to the decimal point as need be, so you can figure out for yourself what you want to do as far as measurements are concerned. Now, I made a mark on my leg. You made a comment that you wanted at least 6 inches up. And that would definitely go ahead and hide underneath the pant leg that I have shredded down to this area here. And then so if my pants were to ride up, they would definitely go ahead and be hidden still with the end of leg. So now what we decided is that I'm going to make some measurements at 1-inch intervals. And then I'm going to describe what you're looking for is adding on either side of the knee, what the diameter is that you're going to have to make. Now, we had already decided this is about a 2-inch from the knee. So it's about 1.88 inches. And then right here, and we'll try to do 1-inch intervals as I go up a little bit. From this point here, I'm looking at 3 inches, 3.92 inches, so almost 4 inches at this point. And I go up a smidgen, and already the micrometer is looking at 4.65 inches. And I go up a little bit more, about an inch, and already we're at 4.98 inches, and I go up a little bit more, and we are at 5.40 inches, and at the 6-inch mark, we are looking at 5.80 inches. And that's at the hardcore mark. That's with the micrometer. Now, what I think that you're looking for is, with the endo leg, here's the joint. So you're looking at this being the middle part. You need to figure out how wide you have to add on either side. So is it going to be an inch, inch and a quarter on either side, and that's going to determine how wide, because already we can see that the leg is going to be about this wide coming down, and so the inner parts, those are the measurements I gave you on the inner side up against my prosthetic leg are what you just recorded, or I recorded for you. Now what you have to determine is how much you need to add on either side to come up to the prosthetic limb. Is it going to be almost 2.5 inches or 2.25 or whatever? That's going to be up for you to decide to make my body proportional to the leg. Is it going to be the same width as the leg or not? Because again, it all looks about the same, even though it's cut out here. It looks as though it's going to be as straight as possible until it comes down a little bit. And that's pretty much almost the same thickness between the above the knee and below in the top of the shin. And that's going to be the same thickness. So you have to decide the previous measurements I made for you, and how much the knee is, the width of the knee is going to be coming down, and that's what you need to determine on your end. So I think that's the measurement that you were waiting on, and I'm hoping that's the case. If not, I could redo whatever it is that you need done, and we can go that route. Also, I wanted to make mention, I saw the video that you, the foot that you made me. I love the idea of that. That was great, and it would save me from having to fabricate a foot, so that I would be able to stand on just that. I think the idea that you had was awesome, and I'm not sure that anyone would focus on the foot per se. I mean, they're going to be focused on more the legs than the feet. I hate for you to go through all of that extra work, and then I turn around and I had this foot fabricated after all. Then I made you do a foot that you didn't have to, or 2 feet or whatever, and I really didn't want to have to do any extra work. That's not what I'm about. So I'm debating on having you just hold off on that for now. I thought it was an incredible idea, and if I wasn't so hardcore about having a metal foot fabricated for my costume, then I would say let's go for it and go that route. Also, I wanted to make mention that you made a comment about your the pipe that I'm going to be fabricating is going to be how it's going to fit on the foot itself. That you might have to actually have all this made out of PVC, and then my pipe might come behind that a bit. If that's what has to be, then that's what has to be. I would like to try to find a way. Maybe I don't have to go through that. If I do, then I don't think anyone is going to be focused on that, and they're going to go to the movie and say, hey, well, he did that wrong. If they're that hardcore about nitpicking, then I can't control that. But I understand what you're talking about, and if you have to cut a groove at the very end so that my pipe, the pipe goes toward the middle, and it's going to have to go either in the middle or go at the very end, then that's what has to get done. And we can do whatever it is that we have to do, and go that route. But again, I hope I have the answers that you were looking for. And if not, then please let me know what is going on with all that, and I'll try to modify all my measurements and give you any more information that you need. But I think if that's what you're focused on, that's what you needed. So I hope that helps. I'm going to try to work out a better schedule in the future with the things that I already talked to you about in my previous email. So I'm not so distant and contact you again. So I will try to back, buddy. I will look forward to hearing from you again, and I hope all is well over there. Take care.